everybody, it's another look back at what was going on 4 years ago, and it's October 2012 that we're looking back at, printing out the description box. So let's get started. As always, I've linked the original video down in the current description box. So what I do if you're new to this is I revisit my favorites from the current month, but jumping back 4 years back in time, and I will tell you if that is still in rotation, and if it's not, what I've replaced it with. So the first thing on the list was the Urban Decay All-Nighter Setting Spray, and I am currently using another Urban Decay product, but it's not that one. This is the Urban Decay Chill Makeup Setting Spray. There's nothing wrong with the old one that I had. I'm just rotating through some new things, and this is the newest one on the list, so that's what I'm using. Little tip that I started doing with setting spray, a few of you recommended this, is not to just finish the look with the setting spray, but after you moisturize and prep your face for your foundation, before you put the foundation on, do a setting spray. Do a setting spray? Spritz your face with setting spray, put on all your makeup, and then finish it. It's like you're pancaking it basically. And I really think it's working it's working better than just the final step. So just a little tip there. Thanks guys for telling me that. It's definitely working. Next was the Smith's Strawberry Lip Balm. It is lovely. Strawberry is one of my favorite scents in makeup and in candy. And this is not the original tin. This is a second or third one. This is still my favorite and still in the aisle of doom, I like to call it, over when you check out at Sephora. It's got a nice healthy dent. The problem with this tin, though, is that once you reach towards the bottom, it's really hard to scoop out if you have fingernails. But I keep this in my drawer in my nightstand, and not every night, but when I remember. This is one of a couple of lip balms that I keep in there. I slap on my lips at night, and it keeps it nice and moisturized, and the scent is just, it's really nice and sweet, like kind of like, you know, it smells just like strawberry Pez. Another one of my favorite candies that I don't really eat candy anymore, but it's a nice memory. Wet n Wild Walking on Eggshells eyeshadow palette was a favorite in October of 2012, and can't really tell because I'm wearing a really cool hat. I think it's a cool hat. I'm wearing this hat, by the way. Got it in the Nordstrom anniversary sale because I'm going to a football game later this evening, and it's kind of drizzling and raining, and it'll keep the rain out of my face. Anyway, if you can see my eyes, I'm wearing it right now. This is the Wet n Wild Walking on Eggshells palette. I love it. This is not the same one. This is a new one because I used the other one up. And it's still, I don't know, I think $2.99 or $3.99. It's an amazing price. It is a fabulous palette, whether it's a not low end, whether it's a drugstore brand or a high-end palette. This is just a great palette. Standalone, fabulous. Creamy, pigmented, long-lasting, non-creasing shadows. It's great. If you don't own it, just jump on that. It's fabulous. The only downside, of course, is they're all shimmery shades, so you're going to need some matte palettes to balance it out. I use a single shadow from Wet n Wild, the Brulee, to put on my brow bone, and then I usually balance this out with another drugstore palette, the Physicians Formula Classic, the matte palette in the Classic Nudes, to just put some mattes in there. So that's that. The next favorite was a Maybelline lipstick in Party Pink. I've been digging through my whole collection. I cannot find it. A similar shade that I do use is the, I'm saying a lot, I apologize, is this Clinique Lip Pop in, there I said it again, Sweet Pop right there. It's similar from what I can find on the internet. I don't even remember the lipstick itself, but there it is. I really do like Maybelline lipsticks as a drugstore lipstick. It's a great brand. They have a great selection. I do find them a little on the drying side. A lot of drugstore lipsticks tend to be more drying than non-drugstore, but they have a great shade range. The next one was also drugstore lipstick, Revlon Lip Butter in Peach Parfait. I have swatched it right there, and it's right here. This is 4 years old. I've dug it out of a drawer full of lip butters. These are discontinued. It doesn't smell bad, but you got to start wondering, is this safe to put on my lips? I don't know. Haven't reached for it in years, which makes me think I should just throw it out. It's sort of like that rule if in your closet, if you have a piece of clothing that's been sitting there for 2 or more years and you've never reached for it, you should throw it out. It's probably the same with makeup. I don't know. That's for a declutter series. Next on my list was the Acne Free Maximum Strength Terminator 10 Spot Treatment. Knock on wood, I've had no need for really a spot treatment in a really long time, and so I don't have anything really that I reach for. I do have this in my medicine cabinet, which you can't see very well, but it is the Mario Badescu Skincare Drying Lotion. It's that really fun thing that has this layer of basically alcohol on top, and then this pink pigment chalky sulfurous substance on the bottom, and you put a Q-tip in and you put it straight in and you pull it straight out, don't shake it up, and you dab it right on there and it dries everything up. Does it really work? Probably not. It makes you feel better, kind of tingles and dries it up and tightens it up, but really I just feel like if you just wash your skin at night and you prep really well and you moisturize and you're taking good care of yourself, prevention is good, and then you have hormones that mess with your skin and it doesn't really matter what you do on top. If it's hormonal, then you're out of luck. So the hormones seem to be under control right now, and my stuff that I'm doing on top is doing its job. So far, like I said, so good lately, no acne. As far as hair care, there are a couple things I talked about. The Fido 7 Dry Hair Daily Hydrating Botanical Cream, and farther down on the list was the one and only argan oil. Both were for the dry ends of my hair. Didn't do my hair today, obviously, wearing a hat. I've been using this for years and years and years. This is a smaller travel size of the Moroccan oil treatment. Yes, that's all it's called. Moroccan oil treatment. I have a big pump bottle, and then I also have this little travel size I love. And this replaced the one and only argan oil way back then, and I've never looked back. So I love this. And then another hair treatment that I use in place of the Fido 7 that I've also used for years and years is the Aveda Dry Remedy. I do a few drops of this on my wet hair, and you can also use this, oh my gosh, what's with the ums today? On my dry hair as well, on the ends. It's quite a bit less greasy than the Fido, and quite a bit less expensive as well. So enjoying that. Then I jumped down a big favorite, and it was for a very long time, was the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. This was the old formulation. I have not tried the new formulation. The Estee Lauder Double Wear was my holy grail. I haven't used that term in a while either. My just all-time favorite foundation on YouTube for years and years. And then my skin started breaking out, and I really don't know looking back if it was because of the Estee Lauder foundation or my skin was just going through some hormonal changes. But I'm wondering if by wearing a long wear foundation every day that really wasn't giving my skin, I don't know if my skin needed to breathe, if it was clogging pores, I just don't know. But I do know that when I stopped using it, my skin stopped breaking out. So there's that. But it was great. And if you're using it and it's working for you, I'm really jealous because it did give amazing coverage. However, I don't have something currently to recommend. I am currently today actually testing the new formulation of the Guerlain Lingerie de Peau, and it's not the same as the old one, and I'm not feeling the love for it like the old one, so I don't have an all-time, oh my God, I love this foundation right now. I do really love the CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous foundation, but it doesn't fill me with warm and fuzzies like the Guerlain did. So I'm feeling a little lost without a high-end love right now. Okay, moving on. A subscriber had sent this to me 4 years ago. This is the Your Best Friend Automatic Eyebrow Pencil in Universal Taupe, and I still have it. Spoolie on one end, pencil on the other. I don't reach for it anymore, but I still have it because a subscriber sent it to me, and these things are special, so I don't just chuck them. But I do, obviously, many of you already know this. This is the one I do reach for, is the Anastasia Brow Wiz in Taupe. I don't think I need to say any more than that. I love it. I use it every day. I did talk about the Rimmel Match Perfection 2-in-1 Concealer and Highlighter in Fairlight. If your budget doesn't allow for higher end, or you don't want to do the two-step thing, this is a great concealer. This is a repurchase. I have it in a different shade for some reason. Nope, same shade, Fairlight. I have repurchased, and it's great as a drugstore concealer. I do prefer My concealer combo for under my eyes is the MAC Prep and Prime in Radiant Rose first, and then on top of that, I do the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer. That is my current under eye concealer combo. So that's what I reach for. Apparently I was really into the CeraVe moisturizing cream in the tub for my body moisturizer. Now, this may be TMI, but Michael was rubbing my legs recently, as you do when you're laying on the couch watching TV, and he says, wow, your skin feels like velvet. He's not said that to me maybe ever. And this is what I've been using, which is not really that heavy of a moisturizer, but that's the only moisturizer I've been using on my skin. It's the Jergens Wet Skin Moisturizer. They did pay me to write 3 blog posts. That's full disclosure, but that campaign is over. I'm still using it because I like it, and apparently so does Michael. So I'm gonna keep using it, because when your husband tells you your skin feels like velvet, that's worth more than what they paid me to write about it. You know what I mean? So yeah, proof's in the pudding. Also, the smell is amazing. It smells of coconut. There are 2 other scents, but this is the one that I personally prefer. And maybe when the winter kicks in and I start running the heat, maybe I'll need something a little more heavy duty. But for right now, my skin's loving it, and so is my husband. So everybody's happy. Then I talked about the Murad Resurgence Renewing Cleansing Cream. I don't even remember. I guess I did go through a Murad phase in the skincare. Obviously, if you're a longtime viewer, you know that I have been using and loving the Colleen Rothschild. I guess in the morning, I've been using the Balancing Cleansing Gel, and in the evening, the Radiant Cleansing Balm for 2-3 years now, I think. 2 years, 3 years. So, skin's loving it. I can't see you guys. So there we are. Skin's loving it. I love it. So I'm not looking to change that anytime soon. And then the last thing that was a favorite, this is cracking me up, was the Green Mountain Pumpkin Spice Coffee for Keurig. I am so over pumpkin anything. I have not had one pumpkin spice latte, pumpkin spice cookie, muffin, candle, nothing. Like, I'm over it. I never see another pumpkin. Now, I do like a good pumpkin loaf, and as soon as the weather breaks, I will be making my annual amazing pumpkin loaf recipe that I make every year, and maybe I'll vlog that. I found that in a cookbook or a magazine a long time ago, ripped that out, and everyone in my family actually eats it, so I'll make that, and I'll show you guys how I do it. But what I do love, and you guys probably know this too, is I haven't seen it yet. So if any of you guys have seen it in the stores, please let me know. I've been stalking Target like a fool, haven't seen it yet. It's the Green Mountain gingerbread coffee. Is it gingerbread latte or just gingerbread coffee that is for Keurig? Oh, now that is amazing. And it should be out, right? It's October, so it should be out. Maybe it's kind of a little more Christmassy, so maybe not quite yet, but. And every year, probably shouldn't share this, but every year Target messes up and they put it on the shelves and list it for $5.48 when it's really like $11 a box. So then I go a little crazy and I buy like 10 boxes of it. So just saying, every year Target does this, and I show them it. Like, it's not like I'm trying to hide it from them. I say, hey guys, look, it's $5.48. That's how you marked it. And every year they do it again. So I'm just saying, guys, be on the lookout for boxes of Target coffee for $5.48. Anyway, those were my favorites from October 2012, and almost none of them are still around, but hey, and that's it. So let me know what you think of this. I do it every month. It's really fun, I think, to look back and see how things have changed. 4 years doesn't seem like a very long time, but in YouTube land, it's, like 20 years. So it's a long time. I love hearing from you. I also love, every time I do this, to see how many of you were around and how many of you saw this the first time it went up, the original video in 2012. So leave the comments below. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye. Hey everyone, I'm here to talk about and review the new incarnation of the Guerlain Lingerie Depot, also known as the Natural Perfection Foundation Skin Fusion Texture.